Oh guys, bit of a howling day today. Luckily all my work is inside today. Fish are looking nice, look. Let me spin you around. So fish are more than happy in there. Cover's doing its job. Lovely. I'm going to give the, when I've rendered the outside of the actual pump house, I'm going to give it another paint as well. But fish are looking very happy, still at 18 degrees. So guys, on the agenda today, we're in the pump house again. I've got some pipe work to work out. Pipe work to work out, did I say that right? I think I did. I got some pipe work to work out. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a hoarse throat. I don't know why. I woke up and I sound like... I was going to... Oh, I can't say what I was just about to think. Oh, anyway, sound like Rod Stewart. Have a cup of tea, get my old clothes on. But by the state of this shirt, you can see I was moving a few blocks last night. So let me go down to the pump house and show you what I've done. I've made a little mistake in there, to be honest, which I'm just going to gouge out tonight and do something. But I had to use... Oh, I left my pump house lights on all night. Dope. Let's put that there a second. So, we've got the first wall up in there. It's definitely not fascia work, it's definitely not the nicest work I've done, but finished work a little bit early last night, and what I'm doing as well is, where the little gap is down there, I'm packing it with compo to make that and the outside wall sort of one, if you know what I mean. But that's the height where the pond wall's got to come to, so I've got to rip down a couple of blocks to go in there. The only problem is, guys, I'm running out of bloody blocks, and I'm not going to have enough to complete all of this today. So that there is the right height. What I've got to do is pull a little bit of this compo out. So I've packed around this pipe. I've got to pull a bit of this out, it's still quite soft, to put some blue water pipe through the wall. I don't know why, I just totally forgot last night when I was doing it for some reason, because my missus was going, oh, quick, we gotta go and bath the boy. So I was panicking to get that done. Yeah. It's all looking okay. So obviously this has got one layer of block on the side, a little course of bricks, and then block on flat, which ties on all the way through there, and that's gonna tie all the way through there. I'm gonna have to cut one block to go straight through there. So the pipe work effectively will be in half the wall, which is the only way I can do it to maximise space, because bearing in mind, you know, I want a little walkway here, which is lovely. So that's going to be pond. This is my little walkway. So I'm just going to tie in lovely to the wall there. Put these on, obviously. See those. But yeah, this is all solid. So from there up to there is where the window's going to sit. Lovely. It's got to kick back in here a little bit. I've got a little bit of a height difference there, which I'm going to put a little bit of a slate in there to bring that up to height. So we can do the reveal to accept the window on the inside once I've done the insulation. But believe it or not, guys, when this is up to height, it doesn't look very big, but that's given me nearly another 800 gallons. It's like 770 gallons. Crazy amount. But what, you know, obviously when this wall is down, I've taken into account we've got this space as well here, there. So when I've measured it, it's 51 inch by 51 inch high by 68 inches long. And if you go onto the pond calculator and do the maths, that is nearly 800 gallons, which is, I don't know, that's actually a lot. I'm quite surprised. Yes, that will bring my volume, not the volume's massively important, but that'll bring the volume up to about 2,700, I think it is, but 2,700-ish, minus, well, and that's, I think that's pretty much with all the, I don't know, I'll sit down and do the maths proper job. Another quick video on my Hayutsuri grow and show. On the last video, I showed you a video of me doing all the certificates for the show. Yeah, done them all, but I've done them wrong. So yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. So we've got the number of people, 1 to 23, and then we've got the order on the other side, 1 to 23 again, in which order they were picked out, holding the cards. Yeah, I got those back to front. So I realised when I looked at mine, I thought to myself, I'm pretty sure that's not my fish. So then I went back on my pictures and realised, no, it's not my my fish. So yeah, I had to get a whole new bunch of certificates and print loads more pictures to do that. It's what it is, isn't it? Got to live with your mistakes sometimes. So anyway, those will get out this week, guys, I promise you. I've got to sit in the underbuild. It took me ages as well to cut all the pictures out, to put them perfectly in. But it's got to be right, it's got to be right. So those will go out to you with the size of your fish, blah, 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 blah. And I'll make a little tiny WhatsApp group as well when I'm doing the backs with all the information on. I'll do a little WhatsApp group, and I'm going to photocopy one of those myself, and I'll put the sizes on halfway through the growing show. I think halfway through the growing show will be kind of January, February, March, April, May. I think May, something like that. So May, I'll hassle everyone on that little WhatsApp group to, if they can be buggered, which I'd like you to do it, a little bowling and a little measure up. That would be real fun. So I can track. For me, it's really interesting because I can track the growth of your fish. Do you know what I mean? So I'm actually learning, why not, from my own growing show. So I need to know if you're heated, non-heated, what temperature you are at, what food you're using, stuff like that, and what amounts, if you know, kind of, do you know what I mean? And then I can work out, wowzers, Joe Bloggs' fish is a booming. So give you a good indication, good heat, good food, that amount, that's working really well. So be interested for all of us. It's it's a good learning process, isn't it? So anyway, guys, what I'm going to do now is almost drop the phone, and I haven't got too many more blocks left. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work out bottom tray. I'm going to take this little bit out here, which is not in properly. Take that out. Turn the drum off so I can take this out, because I think this will have to go straight down and track across the floor, and then a 90 to go into this to stop it splashing out, right? And what I've got is gonna cut a piece of pipe to come up here, the right height for one of the inlets, okay? Then I'm gonna put a 90 on it. So, well, no, actually I'm gonna put a T on it. So the T will come up, so I've got a rodding point, and then I'll come straight across, and then a 90 to go in there. Now I have got a ball valve, which I can fit in there somehow, I'm pretty sure. I don't mind all of that area there being taken up with pipework, because that's kind of what it's for, isn't it? So yeah, so let's do that. And what else I've got to do is I've got to work out a return by here. So if you can see, I've left a little gap here. So from that position there, what I need to do is work out, put a pipe through here, cut across here, and come up here, and then like 45 degrees into the pond. So I'll get that in today as well. Yeah, so, but like I said, I am limited with my blocks today, and unfortunately on a Sunday there is nowhere to get blocks. So don't look at this, guys. I've had to pack this up as good as I could onto the existing slab there, because this wall is built on that slab basically from about that level there. So we had a little void underneath there, so I packed that full of muck. I'm actually going to shave this off today, and we'll do a lot neater job on that later on with my spare compo, and that then will be ready to put the insulation, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to insulate that, to be honest. I don't. Well, I might have to actually to make the insert for the window. So we'll see. Yeah, an extra 50mm loss there is probably a good thing, isn't it? It'll make a nice base for the fiberglass. So anyway, let's let's get on it then, guys. And please excuse my voice. I do feel absolutely fine. It's just I've woken up with a sexy voice. Oh my shit. Right, there we are, guys. That's my thought on what I'm going to do for the bottom drain here. So we've got the bottom drain, comes through in a 4-inch. We've also got the air line on a 1-inch. Bottom drain comes up. I've got this spare 4-inch ball valve. I know what you're saying, who's got a spare 4-inch ball valve, but I really don't even know where that's come from. I haven't got a clue. I don't know why I would have used that, but I've got it. I really haven't got a clue. Anyway, we've got this. So what this will do now is, if I put an extension by here, I can put a rubber boot coupling there, and then this section here, with a rubber 90 on it, goes straight into that there. This 3-inch outlet will go straight down underneath, and a 90 going into the drain there then. So that'll be nice out the way, flush against the floor. This travels straight through there with the valve on the top there, and I can still get to everything else. So it's nice and tight and nice and neat. So that's where that's going to live. What I've also done is something I wish I would have done to the other bottom drain down there, the other 4-inch, which I can do. All I got to do is take this rubber coupling off, probably extend this, and I can get a plunge port, so I can get a cleaning port, so I can basically rod any kind of fouling in this tube here, which I seriously doubt there will be, but I can if I want to. Another good thing about this is, if I take off this, if I ever want to purge the drain once or twice a year, I can take off one side here, open this, and it'll purge straight out. It'll flood this, and it'll just go down the drain here anyway. So that's my little wet area. So nothing really will go past that. Yes. So now what I'm going to do is build the rest of this block work, tie it into this, and build it up. Obviously I've got the embuggerance of having to build around this, but not a problem. I'll just chip away at the block work to get it nice and snug in there. You know, is what it is. The block work will be coming up to about here, which is, this is just higher basically. It's just higher than the skimmer this is. If I don't like the look of it and I think it's ugly, when the water levels down a little bit, I might chop it off and put a rubber stop on like those there. So if I do ever get a problem, this is hidden out the way, but I've still got that port to clean from, you know. Yeah, you know, it's just a thought. Better than not having it there, I guess. So anyway, let's see what else we've got to do. Let's see how many blocks we've got left. I think I've got a good possibly dozen blocks, which is not going to do it, but I can go and get some more tomorrow then and just nip up the tops. If I do all the cuts and all that kind of stuff, we'll go from there. Another thing I got to think, boys and girls, is how to get that pipe work to come across here into there, boom, and out. So that's my next little thing to do now. Yes, that is my next little thing. So let's work this out. Right guys, after a little bit of thought, obviously we've done the top end there. That is all ready to block up. This is the return I'm going to go for. If you can remember, I said this pump is going to move across to go into this outlet. Okay, so all I've got to do literally is chop that pipe off, move that across. That's seated perfectly. Seated perfectly. And then what I'm going to do then, I've got another 30,000 or 20,000 going to come off here. It's going to sit there. It's going to accept this pipe. We're going to have the ball valve anywhere here, pretty much. Out the way probably. I don't want it right in the middle of the walkway. So it'll probably be put as far over there as I can get it. Then this comes up. We've got a sweeping 90. That is going to be basically disappearing into the block work. And then we've got the pipe then that will shoot from the corner section straight out into that area there. So we've got one return in this pond, which is going to be a mid return. There it is. It's not quite at 45 degrees at the moment, but that's going to be situated. So basically this nozzle will come out of the, you know, the 45 degree section by here. Yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, so that will blow everything from here back into the main pond, which will pick up the current and go round, you know. So that is going to be how I'm going to do it. One return in year, I think, is more than enough. As long as this water doesn't get stagnant and it's blowing, I think we're good. We're good because we've got the air there anyway. So realistically, I wouldn't have even needed any return into this section. I wouldn't have thought, but you know, might be nice to you know, sort of like give a bit of flow for the fish and stuff, clear the surface and all that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we're going to go for. So that's going to be really nice. That's going to out straight from there, sweeping a 90, a sweeping 90. So there's going to be hardly any back pressure on that pump at all. That will be flowing out there at a vigorous rate of knots. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to keep it that high because what I plan on doing is putting another set of bricks in here across there to make this into a proper wet room. And a little bit by there, just put a block in there, so it's totally, it's almost like a small, like little, you know, waterproof area where I can just jet wash down and nothing's going to spill out onto the floor here. It's all contained in there, which is, yeah, that would be nice, I think. So that's the pipe work figured out, guys. Now all I've got to do is build this up nice and neat. Tie in that block work there. I'll keep going until I use my blocks. I might pop down to B&Q really quick now. I think I need some more sand before I start. Got rid of those big ton bags already, so we'll do that. I've cleaned up the combo a little bit. I'm not worried about pointing it because, well, we're going to be putting king span on there. So I think everyone now can basically see where I'm coming from. We've got the slab level, which is there. Okay, so when this is all completed, I'm not going to king span it, but once all the block work's completed and it's gone off for a week or so, because I want it to be absolutely solid, what I'm going to do is grind this area off down here all the way through into the pond, grind that area down there all the way into the pond. I've got to work out some lintels that will sit on here. So I need one lintel to support that wood at the top there, okay? And then I need two more lintels to sit inside the pump house so my backy shower can sit on it. Because remember, guys, the backy shower is going to be going there. So with the fish swimming, the backy shower will be flowing into it as well. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be very nice. A bit noisy in here, but it'd be nice. Very nice. Woo! Mrs. has bought me a McDonald's again. Mate, can't fault the woman. She is a legend. So, good progress, guys, but unfortunately, I've run out of blocks. So, it's probably a good thing, to be honest. Leave this cure and then I'll attack it again tomorrow. But, yeah, what I'm going to do, shall I put this video out tonight? Maybe. Why not? It's nice to have little short punchy videos instead of like a 45-minute one, isn't it? But anyway, let me spin you around, show you what I've done. Yeah, one side of the wall is completely finished. Just got to point it a little bit. I know I said I wasn't going to point it, but I'm going to just do a little bit of tidying up. Because it's quite difficult, to be honest. It's been it's not straight runs or anything like that, so I've been patchworking things and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll show you a little bit of what I've done, and then I'm going to have my McDonald's, crack on, and then when I've cleaned up, I'll do a last little thing and a couple of words about the growing show as well. Oh! So there you are, guys. That is one wall up to height. So if you can see that mark on that window, that is the height of the outside of the pond, if you know what I mean. And I've got to put coping stones on there. Lovely. This is what I was on about, like the window is a little bit too low, but you know what? I might just leave it there. You know, whatever. Like, you know, that's not the end of the world, is it? I might change it though, who knows. Just finishing this section down here. I've left a gap down there. I'm leaving that go off so I can core drill the other side. I've got to backfill all of this now, tidy with a little bit of muck I've got left, and then I'm going to clean up, and I'll do a final little walkthrough, talk through, and we'll go from there. But yeah, a bit of a nightmare, guys, I'll be honest with you, because the blocks are soaking wet, and obviously it's yeah, I should have put them in here to store them for a couple of days, but I didn't. So here we go. There we are then, guys. Yeah, so we're up to height this side, if you can see. That is the height of the pond. So the glass window is pretty high. It's quite spectacular. It's only 1200 long, but it's nearly a metre high, which is pretty cool. Just put some more compo in there. I got one more little flush over with that. Bear in mind that's going to be tiled, guys. I'm going to put some black tiles across that. So there'll be a black tiled strip all the way across there. What I'm probably going to do is, where those blocks are there, I'll probably block up to about there, or maybe one down, just so I can walk over it. Don't look at that bit of a notch out there. That's where the return is going to go, but it's a good time to stop actually, because these, now this corner can go off. That's all complete anyway. We've got all of that block work in. Still got some fanning around to do all of that. That's quite a lot of cutting in, to be honest. So I've got to do that tomorrow. So I reckon I need probably about another 20 blocks. Go and pick those up tomorrow morning, really early. And we'll go from there. We'll see what we can achieve. But anyway, yeah, that's quite surprising that is almost 800 gallons, but I suppose it's pretty deep, like, isn't it? And you know, from where I'm standing here, yeah, so where I'm standing here, you can see literally the pond is chest height. So it's going to be pretty cool to see the koi this high. Normally you're a lot lower, at least a foot and a half lower. So obviously, because my garden's on a bit of a slope, this is the this is the back end of the slope's depth, up to height here. Pretty cool, huh? So the glass is ordered, guys. I've just got to wait for the glass to turn up. They said it was going to be 3 weeks, a week and a half ago. So well, you know, next week possibly, week after. When this is completely blocked up, I am going to leave it go off for a bit of a period. I am going to source the rest of the materials I need. I need some 25mm king span to go in here. Not a lot, I would have thought. Not a lot, a sheet and a half or something like that, but to be honest. Get this king span ready. I've got my black flow coat for the top. Tomorrow I'm going to go down and get my fiberglass and fiberglass matting and resin. So that's that. Coping stones. I might need some more coping stones. I'm pretty sure I can match those from Wicks, even though I got them a year ago. What else have we got to get? Got plenty of Seco Flex for the window. Lintels. So tomorrow, actually tonight, after this, I'm going to work out how long the lintels are. And I need 3 of them. Remember, 1 for holding the wall up, which is going to be obviously in the wall. That will be situated once we've knocked through. And then I need 2 more lintels, which will sit, and that will hold the backy shower. Obviously, the backy shower does need 2 lintels to support it, but we need kind of the depth, so I don't want it to be rocky. So we'll put that there. Another thing I've got to worry about is backy shower. I know it does make quite a lot of a splash, so what I am going to do in that back corner where the timber is, I got a few options. I could fiberglass it and flow coat it. That would absolutely make it bombers waterproof. Or in Wicks, I'm not sure what it's called, guys, but it's sort of like, it looks like an 8x4 feet sort of black plastic cardboard, if you know what I mean. I think they use it to line floors and stuff like that, but that would be absolutely fantastic up there. So what I might do is is Secoflex a whole section and a whole section of the roof. I am thinking, guys, there's I've got a little bit of, well, not mold, but white stuff growing on the ceiling. So what I might do is, you can get some plastic cladding, sort of almost like shiplap. Do you know what I mean? It's 300 deep and however wide you want it. So, you know, I could just take these strip lights down, do that. That'll make the top perfectly waterproof. And that won't cost the world. And that is something that I'm very, very tempted to do, to be honest, because the shower is going to cause a lot of splashing. So I want that section over there to be totally kind of watertight. Do you know what I mean? Which it will be, by the way. It will be. I promise you. What else? So littles, blocks. I've got compo. I've got sand. So we'll get those. And I've got to look after the boy nearly all day tomorrow, so I can't do a lot. But I know if I get down here early and tonight say the right things, touch the right places, and watch a romantic film, I might be able to have a morning to myself. If not, then it would be a shame. But I just come in here in the evenings, guys. Drums cleaning. Anyway, I want to say a few words as well about the Grow and Show. Wow! Like, Kev and Ryan from Exclusively Koi are made up. They had to stop the competition at 150 koi. They could have kept going. You know, we probably would have been into 200 by now, easy. But if you have missed out, guys, please don't worry about this, because it's probably something that we're going to do quite often, because I think it's quite fun. It's almost like a little meet-up, buy your fish. But the main thing is, what you've got to understand from your side is, I'm getting you cheap fish. So that's a win-win, isn't it? Even if you buy the fish and career it to yourself, I'm getting you a fish. So it's good. It's good. I don't know, maybe next time I'll get a bag of sake akari out of it. I'll have to talk to the boys. But anyway, guys, fantastic show. Fantastic turnout on the show. 150 fish sold. Now, I think about 70 of you guys are going to attend, which is amazing. I can't wait. And I think the boys are going to do it in two, like a morning session and an afternoon session. So it'll be on the same day. And I think what Kevin's going to do is he's going to phone you all up or text you and just ask if you'd like a morning slot or an afternoon slot. Doesn't mean it's going to be 5 minutes. It means you can come for 2.5, 3 hours in the morning, or 2.5, 3 hours in the evening. Depends on your trip, because it's going to be quite tight in there for 70 people. It would work, but I'd rather get around and meet everyone and have a chat, do you know what I mean? And like learn some stuff off you, to be honest. Because nearly all of you who's bought fish have been doing this longer than I have, so it'd be cool. Yeah, so it's going to be good. The boys are sorting the fish. They've got loads of work to do, guys. They've got to photograph the fish, you know, select the fish, photograph the fish. Imagine trying to photograph 150 fish, let alone, you know, all the other stuff like pairing the fish with the client. Mate, it's a lot of work there for the boys, so you've got to understand that, yeah, you know, obviously they're happy to do it because that's how they put food on their table for their family, but it's a lot of fish in a small amount of time, you know what I mean? So, anyway, they deserve a round of applause. And me and James are looking forward to coming down and seeing you guys, to be honest. I talk to James most evenings, and yeah, buzzing. It's going to be really fun. Another bonus is, when the Grow and Show is on, my parent-in-laws are up here in Wales. So I get to stay in their house alone. Yes, that's a bonus, isn't it? You know, everyone loves your parent-in-laws. But we all love our parent-in-laws, isn't it? Obviously. But if you can avoid, you know, a little weekend with them, it's not the end of the world, is what I'm saying. So I think I'm going to go up the day before, stay in Tunbridge Wells. It's about 15 minutes then to get up to Sidcup. And I am tempted, possibly, to stay on the Sunday night as well and come back on the Monday. Not because I want to avoid my parent-in-laws, obviously. You know, I might be tired after the Growing show. Anyway, guys, that's enough about parent-in-laws. Hope you enjoyed this video. There has been some decent progress made, to be honest. I'm quite chuffed. Now I can see it all coming together. I am really, really worried about knocking through that wall, though. I'm not lying to you. That's not the main reason I'm really, really worried. The main reason is that I've got to take all the fish out and put it in my QT pond. Now, once this is all completed, then I'll have to empty my QT pond out because it's just storing pipes and soft stuff in there. Like, obviously I don't want to break the fiberglass, but it's a bit of a storage area at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty that in readiness to put the koi in there. I had a great comment, and I don't know who it was, I can't remember, but comment and give yourself a shout out. A brilliant comment about how to keep my K1 alive, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. So guys, if you can see, my drum is situated here. The QT tank is just behind that backy shower, okay? So what I plan on doing is I'm going to take the Easy Pod out from where it is at the moment, and I'm going to run the Easy Pod gravity fed. Right, I'm going to take this pane of glass out behind here because it's broken anyway, and that needs to be replaced. So I'm going to take that pane of glass out, put the Easy Pod there, plop in with the jellyfish. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 10,000 or a pump that I've got spare, just pull in probably a flexi, but well, I've got a load of pipes, if you can see it there. So I'll probably attach these pipes coming through the floor here, keep this open, and I'm going to pump feed water from there into the inlet on the drum, out of one of these, and then gravity back into the QT pond. What an idea. Like, why didn't I think of that? But thank you very much for that subscriber that said that. And that's one of the reasons, guys, why I've got this channel, is because it really helps me out. Like, I'm a total novice, do you know what I mean? Like, look how much of a novice I am, look. Look, the flow is in the wrong area, out, and I've got my water coming in. Come on. Now, if that's not novice, what is? But in my defense, this unit here, apart from that, this unit came pre-assembled. It's really strange. Like, I don't understand how that is like that. But anyway, yeah, really strange. So what I am going to do is I am going to take this out and change it around before I put my trickle on back on later on. But to be honest, I'm still getting a 0 reading on the chlorine. So I think basically instead of the water going down and filtering up, it's just filtering down and coming up. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Obviously, it is designed to work the other way around, which I am going to turn it around. But, well, it's worked all right in the last 6 to 9 months. So, craziness. But anyway, check the details, guys. You know that? Yeah, check your details. But anyway, what a great idea from that one subscriber, and I do apologise I can't remember the name, but please give yourself a shout out because you deserve a pat on the back from me, and I hope you're there on the Growing show. I'm going to buy you a pint or make you a cup of coffee in Kevin's house. What else? Yeah, so again, let's just jump in by here. So again, you know, I've had to cut all of this out here. I'm going to leave this gap all the way around now when I come up, but it's going to be pretty strong, guys. It's going to be strong enough, and as you can see, it's just missing that, because this here is where the skimmer is going to be fed. It's going to come across to the skimmer, boom, straight in, and that always gives me a spare return. So that one's always just turned off, and that's always a spare. That's so handy to have a spare return into your pond, guys. So if you're ever intend making a pond, think about just bomb-proof it and stick a little spare inlet in. Do you know what I mean? That's really helped me out loads. Yeah, guys. So, don't look at this. This is been packed with compo again. But tomorrow when I do it, I'll just literally get that compo all level, with my trowel, and that's all good to go. So obviously we've got, these are going to be going on as well, but if you can imagine, they'll probably come to about there, because we've got 25mm of Kingspan going on this wall, and then the fiberglass in. Fiberglass over the top, capping stones there. What I plan on doing, guys, is putting loads of like indoor plants here, and they're going to love it because it's going to be soaking wet by there, so it's going to be lovely. To that end of things, guys, I'm going to have to waterproof this area. There's no shadow of a doubt in my mind that has to be waterproofed. So it will be waterproofed. Yeah, guys. So thanks for watching. Well, what can I say? Look at that window. That's going to be cool. So in the summer, when I'm out here sunbathing, guys, I'll just watch my fish. I'll watch some YouTube videos. Maybe I'll even watch Surrey Koi. I've only realised the other day that the main man from Surrey Koi is an ex-Royal Marine Commando. Very posh. Good lads. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Might well do another one tomorrow, depending if I've got any time and I can get away from the missus. Oh. But until then, see you next time.